Hello friends, welcome to infyGyan. In this video, we have one very interesting cubic equation which we are going to solve using Cardano's method. So let's get started. I will write steps here. Step number 1. In this step, we will convert the given cubic equation into depressed cubic equation. Depressed cubic equation is an equation where we do not have x squared term. So I will use Chain-Horst transformation substitution formula, basically x equal to y minus b over 3a. b is coefficient of x square, it is 3. A is coefficient of x cube, it is 1. So in place of b we can write 3. In place of a we will write 1. So we have conversion of x into y, x equal to y minus 1. Which we are going to put to the original equation. So I can write y minus 1 whole cube plus 3 times y minus 1 whole square plus 9 times y minus 1 minus 13 equal to 0. Let's expand y minus 1 whole cube. We'll get y cube minus 1 minus 3y square plus 3y. Then we can write plus 3y square minus 6y plus 3 plus 9y minus 9 minus 13 equal to 0. We'll cancel minus 3y square with plus 3y square. So we will get y cube. Then we have plus 3y plus 9y, 12y minus 6y plus 6y. So y cube plus 6y minus 1 minus 9 minus 13 minus 23 plus 3 minus 20 equal to 0. This is depressed cubic equation where we do not have y square term. Now we are going to perform second step of our method, that is split variable y. So let me write here step 2, which is split variable y. I will write y equal to u plus v. Equation was y cube plus 6y minus 20 equal to 0. In place of y, we will write u plus v. So u plus v whole cube plus 6 times u plus v minus 20 equal to 0. Now we will expand u plus v whole cube. We will get u cube plus v cube plus 3uv times u plus v. Then we have 6 times u plus v minus 20 equal to 0. From these two terms, we can have u plus v common. So we will write u cube plus v cube plus u plus v is common. So in other bracket, we will get 3uv plus 6 times u plus v minus 20 equal to 0. From our equation, y cannot be 0 and y is u plus v. So u plus v cannot be equal to 0. Now we are going to set this middle term equal to 0. See, this is one equation with two variables. If we want to find solutions from this equation, then there would be infinitely many solutions. To make this equation solvable, we need to set the middle term 3u v plus 6 times u plus v equal to 0. But u plus v cannot be equal to 0. So we can write here 3uv plus 6 must be equal to 0. Or 3uv equal to minus 6, uv equal to minus 6 over 3 minus 2. So we have one equation in uv. Now by setting middle term equal to 0, we will get equation from here u cube plus v cube minus 20 equal to 0. By taking minus 20 to RHS, I can write equation u cube plus v cube equal to 20. So we have one system of equation in u and v. Let me write here u cube plus v cube equal to 20 with equation uv equal to minus 2. Now I will be cubing the second equation. I will put power 3. I will put power 3. So here I can write u cube v cube equal to minus 2 cube is minus 8. Let me write equation over here. U cube times v cube equal to minus 8. So this is one system of equations which we will be solving for u and v. We can think about one quadratic equation in variable t whose roots are u cube and v cube. Since we have sum of roots, product of roots, so we can frame quadratic t square minus sum of roots, which is 20 over here, times variable t plus product of roots, it is equation 2, it is minus 8 equal to 0. So we will get t square minus 20t minus 8 equal to 0. We have one quadratic in t whose roots are u cube and v cube. I will solve this quadratic equation with the help of completing the square method. So I need to take this minus 8 to the right hand side. I will write t square minus 20t equal to plus 8. Coefficient of t is minus 20, half of minus 20 is minus 10, square of minus 10 is 100. So we will add 100 to LHS and RHS. Now LHS will give us one perfect square of t minus 10. And in RHS, we will get 108, which we can write 36 times 3. Now we have to take a square root both sides. So I will write t minus 10 whole square with a square root in left hand side, plus minus sign in right hand side, square root 36 times 3. We'll cancel square root with a square. So there would be t minus 10 in LHS and plus minus 6 root 3 in RHS. Now we have to add 10 to both sides. So t will become 10 plus minus 6 root 3, where t is either u cube or v cube. So we'll write here t equal to 10 plus minus 6 root 3. Here t is u cube, v cube. So I can consider u cube equal to 10 plus 6 root 3. And let's say v cube equal to 10 minus 6 root 3. Now we have to find y, and y is u plus v. So we have to find cube root over here. So I will write u will be equal to cube root of 10 plus 6 root 3 and v would be cube root of 10 minus 6 root 3. To find this cube root, I need to use algebraic manipulation. I will split 10 and write 1 plus 9. Then we have 6 root 3, which we can write 3 root 3 plus 3 root 3. So in total it is 10 plus 6 root 3. Now we can write 1 cube, and last term 3 root 3. I can write root 3 whole cube. So a cube plus b cube is visible. Now we can find 3a square b plus 3ab square. So I will write this 3 root 3 first. I will write 3 times 1 square times root 3 plus we have 9 only, which we will be writing 3 times 1 times root 3 square. Root 3 square is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now this is a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube, which is a plus b whole cube. So we can write cube root of 1 plus square root 3 whole cube. We can cancel cube root with cube. So u will become 1 plus square root 3. Now we have cube root 10 minus 6 root 3. This is v. And we know that this is negative. So on the same logic, same steps, we can find v equal to 1 minus square root 3. Now u and v, both values are known. Let me write here u equal to 1 plus root 3, v equal to 1 minus root 3. We will add both the equations and we will get u plus v equal to 1 plus 1 is 2. U plus v is y. So we'll write y equal to 2. Our substitution was x equal to y minus 1. From here I can write y will be equal to x plus 1. So in place of y we can write x plus 1 equal to 2. By subtracting 1 both sides, we will get x equal to 1. So we have first real solution, x equal to 1. Here we have cubic equation, so we have to find the remaining two roots. I am going to use remainder theorem. In one go, we will find the quadratic expression. So if x equal to 1, then we have x minus 1 is one factor of the cubic equation. So we will write our equation first. X cube plus 3x square plus 9x minus 13 equal to 0. Now we will write the leading term x cube, x square times the factor which is x minus 1. So here we will write x square times x minus 1. X square times x is x cube. X square times minus 1 is minus x square. To compensate minus x square, we need to add x square. X square plus 3x square is 4x square. Again, we will practice the same thing. We'll write 4x square, 4x times the factor. So I will write here 4x times x minus 1. 4x times x is 4x square, which is there, but extra is minus 4x. We need to compensate minus 4x by adding 4x. So 4x plus 9x is 13x. We have minus 13 also, so we'll take 13 common. In the bracket, we will get x minus 1 equal to 0. X minus 1 is overall common. In other bracket, we can write x square plus 4x plus 13 equal to 0. From here, we have already root, it is x equal to 1. Now we have to solve this equation to get the remaining two roots. So I will write x square plus 4x plus 13 equal to 0. Now I will take this plus 13 to the right hand side so that we can use completing the square method. X square plus 4x will be equal to minus 13. Now we will add 4 to both sides. Left hand side will give us x plus 2 whole square. Right hand side will become minus 9. Now we know that complex number I is square root of minus 1. I square is minus 1. Square is negative number. We are going to get complex solutions or imaginary solutions for sure. So I can write minus 9 minus 1 times 9, and in place of minus 1 we can write I square. So we will write this is I square, and here we have 9, which we can write 3 square. So we have x plus 2 whole square equal to 3I whole square. Now we will take square root both sides. So x plus 2 whole square with square root sign equal to plus minus square root of 3I whole square. We will cancel square root with square from both sides, and we will get x plus 2 equal to plus minus 3I. By subtracting 2 both sides, we are going to get the remaining 2 roots, which are complex, minus 2 plus minus 3I. So we have one real solution and 2 complex or imaginary roots. I hope friends you will like this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye bye till next video. Good luck. Take care. Goodbye.